Good morning, family. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. You would think, late as you is, you'd have had that together.
They did that at the store. They did that at the store, KC, but because my old phone was so old, everything transferred over, but it didn't transfer over and turn on.
You see me anyway.
Nobody can see you. Dang, we gotta do an introduction.
One player, he was like, man, one player said the bishop, he said the bishop never noticed him. And he said the bishop, he said, man, paint your car bright or something, man, do something spectacular. Then I might notice you. Yeah, so do something to make me notice you. You know what I'm saying?
Hello, Flint. Good morning. My name is Jordan Sheridan. I am a journalist, not from Michigan, but I feel like I'm here more than my own home state. And I've been reporting on the Flint water crisis.
Well, first and foremost, I want to say that the actions from the police department in the last 2 days, I'm fully condemning the actions that have taken place.
Good morning, people. Good morning. Good morning. What you got? Something you got to put down today, Trevor, or something?
Oh, no, you threw me up here. I didn't know I was.
Oh,
I
damn.
was chilling.
All right. I thought you were saying.
No, if you do call, well,
go ahead.
Might as well say it now. If you guys call for the video or some of the video from last night, viewer discretion advised, all that stuff. That way we can say that we're not trying to peddle police brutality to kids and things of that sort. So call me if you need me. I'm in the background. I'm gonna get some coffee.
I can see you already. You didn't know you had your eyes closed. That's why I'm like, is he sleep woke?
I was dead.
Now I'm looking at you. That's why I'm like, must he got something? I'm
No.
like, I got you.
No. All right.
I'm thinking Trevor. I'm like, man, he about to nod out on me up here. Trevor said, yeah, that was me not paying attention. Let me get the pleasantries out the way. Angela Lynette, good morning. Philip for life, good morning. Wanda Smith, Georgia boy, H. Spratt, and y'all know Trevor was here before me because I was lollygagging. David B. Elliott McCant, Sandra Nichols Martin, Maria Carter, Vicente Dave, Michelle 69. Michelle, hold on. Michelle 69. Y'all know every time this person come in late, this
What happened? I'm on time. You ain't even said good morning to everybody yet. You gotta say good morning. Good morning, ting ting ting. Good morning, ting ting ting.
Yeah, I gotta get my share game going on. Maria Carter, good morning, Cuzzo. Vicente
Morning,
Day.
ting ting ting.
Michael B. Meat Freaks Barbecue. Sonia Cherie. I'm saying that, coming in from Maryland. I'm trying to get. I'm a pay for Liddell first class ticket back. Pastor Nicholas J. Gaddis, Concrete Jungle, Cicero, my good brother. Brianna Busted Bins and Shocks.
Let me get this
Merc 76. Javier Jones, or do y'all just want to pay for her to go back after Monday when she go on vacation?
Put her on a bus. That's where she gonna be anyway.
Yeah. Hobie Fatty, aka Elizabeth P. Finney, Javier Alice, good morning. Walaikum salam, my brother. And it's Juneteenth, aka Negro Day. Common Sense, good morning.
We're celebrating today.
Good morning. Kay Michelle, Felicia Martinez, Preston Johnson, the beautiful Deborah Luna. We got Marcia A. Tarbert in the building. Good morning. Good morning. We got Shantae Rollins coming in from the side. Stanley Wood. Good morning. Good morning. They said good morning, Kane.
Good morning.
Then we got my brother Marcus Fielder tapping in from Fairfield, California. I ain't going. Keep supporting us from Philly, because we need you. Angela, you okay. And I gotta say it twice. Angela, you Lynette, thank you for tapping in. And we got Trevor in this thing.
Trevor, did you get that video I just text you about?
Yeah, Trevor got every, Trevor on it.
Let me take a look. If it's the one that I'm thinking, I probably can't show it.
Shantae?
Francine.
Shantae, I can't show. Yeah, hers I can't show. The one that I got from Jason, I cannot. Unfortunately, the language is a little bit too strong.
Jazzy
that's
Melody.
fine.
Good morning.
Shantae's. I'd rather you show hers.
Tidra Owens. Good morning. Maria, I gotta say my cousin again, Maria.
Because I'm gonna have to do a public safety.
Beautiful
announcement.
Avis Hopkins. Good morning. Crystal Monique. Good morning. Shard. What it do? D Dreams. Rose C. We got Tasha Lynn in the building. Then we got Michelle Smith, aka Ann. Thank you for the refreshments you brought us yesterday, Ann. Yeah, we blow this day as well. Cicero, and we did. We blew Negro Day, and they've been celebrating this day for years. But we ain't top when the mayor blew it. But we blew it. Flint has really destroyed Black History Month. Aubrey Collins, good morning. Foxy 2, Roxy 3, good morning. Coming from the DMV. I am trying to get her back there with the quickness, but not on a vacation, back there for good. Mickey Roll Call today is sponsored by Little Miss Flynn and her sister for school and the mayor's Fantastic Four on decorum out of mouth of the babies. And is. M. Corsi, good morning. Tapping in from the 856. Y'all know I ain't had no sleep. Let me see. Deborah said muted. Sweet Cupcake on break coming in from Georgia. Thank you. Then we got L, the Golden Child Sharp. All I'm gonna say is, where's all them fancy lawyers at? Detroit boy, what it do? Yolanda Ferris is in the building. Cassandra Scott. Yeah, everybody got a purpose today. I do believe that. Good morning. Coretta House. Good morning. Miss D said, y'all know what she say. Smash that like button. And they saying good morning, Kane.
Good morning, everyone.
Then we got Taz, Montana 313. She gave a shout out to all of us. Mick Wyntis and Mr. Davis.
What up, dude?
And that's T from the D, hot damn it. Then we just got Asaya Quill, if you don't know. That's AKA Mama Quill.
Her said she coming on the bump to bump with us.
And we've been waiting on the mama to show up. Unapologetic IB Keys. In case y'all don't know, we got beautiful mothers. That's the mothers of 810. You heard?
You call her Nell a mama?
Nah,
she is a mama.
Nell, that's family. Unapologetic is
family. I thought he was calling you old, Nell.
And Nell, come on now, don't Wyntis. I would tell the king.
I'm messing with Nell. I can talk to Nell.
I gotta tell the king, move out the way. The phone coming in hot. I'm talking about. I don't know if it's an Iron Dome over there, but it's coming in hot. Jeff Johnson, my bro, tapping in from the ATL. You heard?
What up?
You heard? Pop Gaddis, and shout out to the Gaddis clan because y'all coming on in.
All of them.
Come on in, and we got the beautiful Carolyn Hendricks. Good morning. And you tried it. Happy Juneteenth Day to you too. LaWanna, the beautiful LaWanna Terry. Good morning. Keisha Denise is in the building. She done touched down. Y'all know who I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on Lumi. Latrice Green, good morning. I'm waiting on Lumi. Y'all know who one of the queens then tapped in. Miss Eunice, that is. Good morning, Miss Eunice. I'm waiting on Lumi. Michael Cooley, Darnell Dumas. Because, the Broden tapped in. My brother Marcus Fielder. I'm waiting on the Maxter. It's like, I'm waiting on a few more people. Before we can start this thing. Come on now. I'm waiting on y'all to tap in.
Everybody get up.
Even the replay game.
Hey, yeah, the replay. They got a whole gang. Did you see that? Gang.
I respect them.
Replay gang.
I respect them.
They named themselves.
I respect them. I'm respecting the replay. Oh, hot damn it. 662 then tapped in. And Shantae, good morning.
Shantae.
Michael Cooley, that's the brother from Greenwood, Mississippi, the 662. Like you said, keep that pressure on the Vina. You heard?
Shantae, I bet you got to get your kids some
beginner's art
therapy.
Good morning.
After yesterday.
Then we got Deborah O'Neill tapping.
That's I know Luna. Her kids
the
need
beautiful
therapy.
Deborah Luna again. We got Deborah because they coming in hot. They shooting Scud missiles every 3 seconds. Deborah O'Neill, thank you, beautiful, tapping in from Detroit. Detroit lovers. We got Jimmy coming in from Boston, Massachusetts, if I'm not mistaken. No games. What it do? Good morning to you. Let me see. Okay, Snow said no justice, no peace. And here we are in 2025. Classy K, good morning. Good morning. Thanks for tapping in. Alan L, thank you for tapping in. We finna get this thing together because when you got the cane, can't keep playing around. We got to get right to it. We got to get to it. So what y'all know about last night? Because I went home.
There once was a story about a man named Jed.
Jed.
He came to Flint and he had a casket spread.
And all the people.
Then the next day he went to jail.
Uh-oh, that's a hit song there.
And all of Flint has since went to hell. Poison, that is. Flint, Michigan. Poison water, USA. You can trademark that song.
Now, Simple, hold up. Simple Sammy 3. And y'all don't know about that. That's Sarah P. Kathleen Trouser in the building. She's coming in from Arlington, Texas. Then we got the good brother Eddie Gray from the 704 Charlotte Sports Bound. I might have said it backwards because I'm working with maybe 3 hours of sleep. That's all I'm telling you. I'm working with 3 hours.
He told me last night, he was like, look, you stay up all night. I got to be up in the morning with and talk to Trevor. I'm like, bye.
And got up late. Catcher in Buford. That's why my day catching. That's why my day going.
But we didn't leave downtown to what? 10 something?
10 something. And we got the beautiful Beverly Biggs Levy in the building.
Yeah, they passed everything to council.
And then you got Maurice Lever said, great song. Wow, great song. Uh-oh. Now we got the man of the hour. Y'all ready for this thing? RJ Cat. You know you finna start it up. We got to do what we got to do. The beautiful Terry Nixon, good morning. And we got Merck 76 in the building. Miss Odie, good morning to you, beautiful. Good morning. But this is the time that I love when I get to do this. Let's get down to it, Wyntis. Drop that weather. Jonathan Joy, my good brother. Thanks
Happy Juneteenth, Negroes and Negrorettes. It is a cool 60 degrees right now on this bright, sunny, rainy day. There ain't no sun out, but it's supposed to be because it's Juneteenth and we're celebrating that we are free. But God said no, it will rain. So it's raining today. Right now, it feels like 58. We're going for a high today of 73 degrees. We're going to rain and scattered thunderstorms for the afternoon. Winds northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chance of rain is 90%. Wow. So I know what I'm going to say. Then I'm going to see what Mickey going to have to say. So I'm going to say, listen, Sheldon, if you're riding in the front car today, and you still want the top down, use an umbrella. What am I trying to say, Mick?
Basically, Sheldon, what she's saying, even the weather don't want us to have Juneteenth. That's how bad it is. The weather don't even want us to have Juneteenth. From what happened to council to now, I'm telling you, it's cancel it to next week. But go ahead.
One more time. Once was a story about a man named Jed.
Jed.
Came to Flint and he had a casket spread. Then the next day he went to jail.
Jelly jail.
And the rest of Flint has gone to hell.
What the helly?
Water, that is. Poison City, USA. Man.
Go ahead.
What the hell? What the helly? What the heliante? What the heli council?
Oh, she's speaking in tongues. Go ahead.
It was just rough. It was just rough. And I was late. I was like 2 hours late in there last night. It was rough. What happened? Like, why was y'all sitting there for an hour? Was it cocktail hour or something?
Oh, no. Candace was mad from what I heard. Candace couldn't get her way, so she wouldn't start the meeting. But they got a new thing. They starting the meeting before the people can get there to sign in.
Yeah, I told y'all that yesterday. When we seen them do it that one time. Listen, Maurice, did you know? Let me tell you something. When you get back on council, what you can do. Mm-hmm. If you walk in council and ain't nobody there but you, go ahead and start the meeting if you're the chair. You just wait for everybody else to get there.
They don't want to hear the people talk.
Ding,
That's all it is.
ding. He got it. Because they got to go and collect the box as soon as
No
she
longer
called a meeting order.
important.
Right.
It's
And-
not a priority.
Love God
And
always.
nobody's stopping her.
Thanks for tapping
That's
in.
my issue. Nobody is calling them out.
Call a baller,
That
and
can
strike
call
a
them
strike.
out. You know, I can sit here all day. Mickey can sit here all day. You can sit here all day.
Any council person could call out, but I don't know, maybe they choose not to. There is no big eyes and no U's on council.
So
I don't care how they try to trump up them lies.
I beg your pardon, ain't no big eyes and little U's on council. You go on there right now and say that you're gonna get ripped up.
It will change.
I bet you will.
$5.
I guarantee you it'll change.
$5 super sticker from the beautiful Deborah Luna. Kendrick Jones, good morning. And we got a new one. Green Eyes 15. Good morning from Riceville, Tennessee, in the house. Thank you. Did I say that right? Riceville?
Who?
Riceville. You see, we got a new person. Green Eyes 15.
Riceville, Tennessee.
Man, we all
How far are you from Savannah, Tennessee? You know where Savannah is?
Loving me. Good morning.
Green Eyes 15. Cool.
All right, Trevor gone for 5 minutes. So we got 5 minutes before. So we'll be airing the video at the 22-minute mark.
Okay, we got a couple of them though. We got a couple of videos, and the videos that we're gonna queue up. Let's talk about them for a minute, family.
Mm-hmm.
So now we already know that we're being weaponized. The police are being weaponized on us down in city council.
Yes.
We see it week after week after week. Now,
Raphael,
I hate to say it, but you know me, I'm gonna say it regardless.
Christine Chandler, good morning.
We still black.
That's right.
At the end of the day.
Stanley Wood, thank you for the $5.
There's two videos that I want to show.
Okay.
One is with the white guy, Josh. Cussing. I mean, I was downstairs. I had just got there when he was getting arrested, so I can't give you a picture by picture of what happened.
Smith, good morning.
But I could hear him on the third floor down in the lobby when I was at the ATM machine. I said, damn, what is going on up there? I mean, he cussed they asses out. They took him down to the garage. I believe he went to jail too.
Yeah, he went to jail.
He went to jail. Now, they didn't get your ass in the blah, 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 blah. They didn't do none of that. They didn't block nobody from, everybody was recording him going to jail. So then after that, because they got off on the first floor and they was waiting for him to record. I said, it kept going down to the basement. So I said, they tunneling his ass to the police department. Straight. So then later on in the meeting, I was there and Miss Savage, she hollered out something. I think she hollered out something because I looked up late. But whatever the case was, Judy said, okay, you need to go. Now, I didn't hear first warning. It could have happened before I got there.
I didn't hear it. And I was there for the whole thing.
Okay, so it was no first warning.
Maybe I did go to sleep on one, but they went right to executive session, so I didn't see her get one.
Okay, seriously. Well, all I know is Judy said you need to leave.
Teresa Bill, good morning.
So she got up and she walked very calmly down the aisle. Yeah, she walked calmly down the aisle. They told her to get her stuff. She was like, my bloop bloop brother gonna get my stuff. I could leave my stuff right there. Then Jason, the one with the camera.
Oh, let me clear that up. She did have a warning way beginning in the Wilson action. I did go to sleep. Thank you, Miss Beverly Biggs.
I missed it. I wasn't there.
I don't want to. Yeah, thank you, Miss Beverly Biggs, for pointing that out. I almost blew that line.
See, so then after that, she walked. She was walking, and I'm going by. No, this was the first time she got. This is the first time she got put out. I was there, and she said, "Get my bags and stuff." And then after that, Jason said, "Wyntis, can you get her stuff?" I was like, "Do what? What you want me to do with it? Like I see it from here." He was like, so he came back and he got her stuff. So after that, the meeting kept going and going and going. You know, like we heard, whether we liked it or not, they were handling business of the city of Flint last night. I mean, they handled business. whether we like them separating everything and asking all the right questions and it still pass. Anyway, we'll get to that in a minute. So, I feel like Emily Dore doing all of this hand movement is more like I'm karate chop you or something, King. So anyway, she left and then we left. And so I'm thinking after that, she must have came back. I don't know how she ended up back in council. All I know
It was another meeting.
Okay, so she came back for the second meeting.
I'm assuming.
I'm assuming too. This is all assumption right now.
I was gone.
This is assumption. Shantae can probably call in and let us know. But this is all assumption right now. And so, but I do know what I seen on the video.
Second meeting, she did come back. Thank you to chat.
Thank you.
Even though my cousin came back with that message. Thank you.
Thank you, Maria. You always say my cousin. That's my sister. So anyway, she came back.
Is y'all blood related?
I'm gonna stab you in your eye and watch the blood come rolling down. Okay. So anyway, she came back to second meeting and I don't know what she did inside. All I seen is the part where they got to the door and she had her Slurpee or something. She was walking calmly. Now that I see she was walking calmly. And then she got to the door and they snatched her up and put handcuffs on her. They wouldn't let Jason out in the hallway. The Jason was screaming laws and all type of stuff. Okay. But he was trying to film and see. Shantae was already out there because her kids was damn near traumatized from everything that was already happening. So she went and got them some food. They was already out there. So Shantae was able to video. And so even Ariel got up. Ariel got plenty of sense.
Oh yeah.
Ariel got up and went out in the hallway. When they seen her get slammed, you could see it clearly. We're going to show it in a minute, where she got slammed on the floor, her head hit the wall, and then the rest hit that cement. And she started screaming, ow, 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 ow. So I seen, I'm not an officer, so I got to be careful with this, but I seen where when they had her arms around her back, and she said, these cuffs are too tight. And that's the movement that she made.
Right.
They too tight. And that caused her to get slammed on the ground. That's all she said. Now, on another video footage, I heard an officer say when Jason was saying, what's going on? Why are they doing that to her, violating her rights and stuff? He said that she kicked him. She did not kick that officer. She did not. She did not. I watched. Shantae has the best footage because she was out there. Her feet did not leave the floor until they slammed her on the ground. This is my message to Black America. We got to be careful. We must be careful. We must remain in decorum to get business done. I don't want to see anybody get hurt down at council. It seems like some of council don't care if we get hurt or not because they're the ones that's calling the police on us. But we must remember at the end of the day, and I don't care how rough it sounds, I don't care who leave, who get mad, at the end of the day, we still Black. And we're going to get treated as such by some police officers. That white man, yeah, he went to jail. Josh, he went to jail, but he cussed their asses out from top to bottom so loud, I heard him down on the first floor of City Hall, and they was on the third floor. They didn't grab him. They didn't snatch him. He had a beautiful elevator ride down to the basement. I seen, and you all will see across America in a second, where she got slammed, head hit the wall, and then the ground. It's heartbreaking to watch, if you ask me.
Heartbreaking to hear.
Because you said it, if we don't be careful, something like that is going to happen. I don't want them to get in the practice of throwing people on the floor and then lying. I believe it was on Jason's video because Jason kept trying to get out there and they wouldn't let him, but they let Ariel walk right by. Shantae was out there. If it wasn't for Shantae, thank you, Jesus, for being in the hallway because they were blocking Jason. But we must keep a level head because them are some evil ass people downtown. Not all police officers and not all the council. But things like this happen just like that. And then you get, as Jed, then you get caught up in a system. A web.
Yeah, because once
a web of the court system. Go ahead, Mick.
No, that's what I was gonna say. That's what my uncle used to say. Don't get caught up in a system because you can get lost in it. And that's why you got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? And I agree with Miss Eunice. What she said, Josh didn't do anything to get arrested either. He was exercising his rights to cuss him out, nothing more, nothing less.
I wasn't up there, but I know they didn't manhandle him.
Yeah, no, but see, that's the thing though. And I think that's what you got to understand. That will happen to you. But I do agree. I thought a woman officer was supposed to come arrest a woman. And then was men that did that. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's just when they got to search them. A woman have to search an officer. So I'm not all the way clear, but
I think you can be arrested by any of them. But if you're gonna get searched, it has to be a female.
But what was going on? Like I've been telling y'all, they gotten this. Like it's so tied up because they angry with each. I mean, they want the public and the police. They want a big clash to come on. They want a clash to come on, but I do blame the council people, as far as Liddell Candace and Judy and them, because they say that Metcalf retired, because that's what I'm seeing in the chat.
I don't know, but I'm gonna say it before Maurice said, so y'all can eat my ass up instead of Maurice's.
Salty Chef, good morning.
We can't do what the white folks do. We can't. They proved that to us last night. We got to remain and have a level head. They got no problem treating us like they used to treat us. It's in the blood. You get a bad cop, that shit could have went horribly wrong last night. It's an eerie spirit over that city hall.
Yeah.
We black, y'all. We black. I can't breathe. Y'all remember all of that? Remember all of that movement? Trayvon, Breonna,
Tony Terry,
George Floyd. Do I need to keep going? We can't do what everybody else can do. We can't say what everybody else can say. And sometimes emotions get in the way. But you notice some people don't get arrested. Some people slide to the back. Use common sense, y'all. We got to. We can't fight this machine like we're doing now. We must come together and organize, which we are working on. Now, y'all can tear me up all you want, but I'm going to let you know right at the end of the day, you pull a white person over, that same cop pull a black person over, it's going to go differently. You know, I've watched the videos that say, this is the questions that you ask the police. You can't search my car unless you have a warrant. We can't say that shit here in Flint. I remember it was questions asked, why did Miss Beverly Biggs go to court? She shouldn't have went to court that day. Yes, the hell she should have. Because here in Flint, if she didn't show up, you think they was going to call and let her know you can go back to council now? No, they would have been knocking on her damn door to take her to jail. Stay woke. And if you ain't, you better wake up. King, I want you to talk about this one. Trevor, let us know when you're ready.
Yeah, ready. Oh, after Mr. Davis says his piece.
Play the first video with Josh. You got that one?
With Josh, that's when he was getting corralled into the elevator. That one.
We can't play that one.
Not with some of the language there. I really don't want a hate speech strike.
Okay, that's cool. So let's go with Savage. Because I'm telling him, Josh got on the elevator, he was cussing, and
he ripped him a new one.
I didn't see them put cuffs on him.
No, he was cuffed.
Okay, he was cuffed, but he was not manhandled. But this is what happened to Miss Savage.
All right.
Okay. Thanks, Trevor, for all the work that you do. And shout out to
it already
ATN News
happened.
Media Group and the greatest producers in the world. We call one Space Lee Sprocket and the other TB.
Oh, they said Josh was cuffed later.
Okay. Cuff
He's
later.
gonna get cuffed here.
There he goes. That's
what
where I
thought.
heard him downtown. He got his camera in front of him.
So they're only standing around him, correct?
Yeah, they only standing around him.
At a distance.
Yep. No hands
At
put
a
on him
distance.
at all.
Oh, that's when he was reading them. He was reading them the riot right then. That's what he told.
He cussed their ass out.
He read them a riot.
There
like
go the
never-
cuffs, and there go the cuffs.
He was reading them throughout that whole process. He read them a riot.
But they don't slam him, correct?
Mm-mm.
No.
Let's keep watching. Nope. Got my buddy Stanley. Shouts out to Stanley Wood, Shantae.
It's a lot to be learned.
I like how they're just blocking everyone. Yeah, that's the last you see of Josh in this.
And then the door is closed. They run down to the first floor where I meet them on the ATM, and
He read, and
the elevator kept going to the basement.
And I love what Mark Hutchinson just said. Neely is letting this happen. Over the last month or so, Jed arrested in jail in the middle of the night for a misdemeanor. Art punched in the face, Mr. Levy thrown to the ground, and now Mrs. Savage.
Oh, well, we can't forget Miss Taliba.
Oh, Sister Taliba.
Okay.
Yeah.
Miss Taliba, Sister Taliba. We can't forget about Miss Wofford. We can't forget about the one I just forgot about. Debbie getting punched in the chest.
Debbie. What about Miss Gladys?
Yeah, Miss Gladys was what, about 6 to 8 months ago, and they ripped her rotator.
Shoulder ripped off. Well, not ripped off, but she had to get surgery. This is what happens, y'all.
Wow, I didn't know this was said. Not to cut you off, Wyntis. This Miss Eunice, you know she be on it.
Yes, she do.
Said one cop asked Tanya, "What do you want us to do when they act out at the mic?" Paraphrase. Tanya should have said nothing. They walked out on their own anyway. Like y'all up here because what a person's saying at the podium. Well, you cue up the other video, then we can let Maurice break it down.
Right. So let's cue up what happened to Miss Savage. I want y'all to see the difference in treatment here.
Oh God, I hate these file names. Let's hope this is the right one.
So I don't want us to get.
You want to break my fucking wrist?
Back up.
And
Back up. Back up.
Yeah, I got it. I'm not pushing you. I'm trying to see. They're trying to block you. Disabilities Act. She's told you this is ADA. And then you slam her to the ground. That's a female. And that's the same cop who's been wanting to start it the whole night. So, if you think you're safe, just don't give your badge number. You're going to find out. You're going to find out how for you.
One more time, Trevor. Back up. Back up. Up against the wall in the elevator. Play it again, Trevor.
all the way back. All right.
Play it back for me.
You want to break my fucking wrist?
We didn't see this. Back up. There we go.
There.
Wow.
Wow. You see her head crashed into the wall.
Oh yeah.
He gonna come and block the camera.
Yep, and then they blocking Jason back there at the door.
And he gonna stand
So
in
he
front
can't
of the
record.
camera.
Now you see Ariel, they let Ariel come right out.
See, he blocking so you can't
Boom,
see.
you can't see.
Can't video.
But that cop right there, he ain't touching. He ain't even get involved with
But you're
it.
accessory to it though.
Mm.
Watch when they get her up against the wall in the elevator, real quick, guys.
Oh yeah, same thing they did to Josh. I seen that
Right there, and well, you can't see my mouse, but he's actively searching her. Like at that point, he should really have a female cop.
That's right.
I'm sorry. Like if you're touching anyone that you have in custody, especially in that sort of situation, like she don't know what he wants. She don't know why he's feeling up on her like that. That's a very easy sexual harassment suit, actually sexual assault suit in that case, just because that is unwanted touching in a very enclosed and vulnerable area. She should definitely sue for police brutality and sexual misconduct.
You're right at a place where you need another jurisdiction to step in.
Deeper
Yeah.
Camp
I'm
13,
telling you
good
what I
morning.
would do. Another jurisdiction have to come in.
All right.
So after seeing all of that and what I talked about earlier,
Mhm.
I really want to know what you think.
I'm gonna tell you the sad part, Wyntis. I could come on here and tell you turn blue in the face. If ain't no lessons learned, it's in vain.
Right.
This is a spiritual warfare. Just go back one administration to Weaver when Tim Johnson was the chief.
Mm-hmm.
People still clown. You had Mays cussing everybody out. Remember that deal when Ken Scott and Mays, he gonna clock Mays upside the head. I was sitting right there next to Mays.
Yeah.
Where was the cops?
Nowhere.
Wasn't nowhere to be found.
No.
Me and Mays went toe to toe. We was finna fight.
Yeah.
And Mays said, you got your gun on you. I said, I don't need no gun. I got these. And Tim Johnson was standing right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we went in the back of they divided us up. I went into the council office. He said, man, let me tell you something. This all ain't necessary. In other words, they diffused everything that happened in that council.
Right.
This is not nothing new. But what is new, when the head is defiled, so is the body. Neely have to make it all right for that chief to make the moves and weaponize them cops like they are.
Mm.
The minute you get scared, you're done. That's what Jared keep talking about. I don't care how many people want to click base and get in clicks. What I see is this. First of all, how they know that lady ain't got a condition?
Mm-hmm.
How they know her? She just she ain't got on a heart monitor or a defibrillator, and they slamming on the ground.
Don't care.
That's my whole point. You got to really pay attention to the climate we in. Just like we celebrate this foolishness. I ain't no damn slave, but now all of a sudden we can treat it like slaves.
Yeah, we are.
She's a younger person per se, but Miss Big's husband. If they did her, they're gonna do me, you, or anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
The gloves is off now.
Right.
Ain't nothing you could do to change that. When one of them heifers up there on council, put the police, sick them like a pit bull on somebody, they coming as an aggressive pit bull with nobody retain them. You can't do nothing. I don't care how you act. You can smile wrong. Get them out of here. They're gonna snatch you up and get you out.
And they got them placed all around City Hall. They look like you're going walking into church with the ushers. You got 2 on the aisle by the window over here. You got 2 in this aisle over here.
The Attorney General should be on the phone.
Where's NAACP at? Where's all these black organizations at?
Trump and all the rest of them.
Yeah, I'm saying where's they at? And this Juneteenth, how is we even celebrating Juneteenth? This is where, after you just seen what's been going on, elderly getting snatched out the cars. Miss Taylor then got called. Let's just be, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I ain't cussing no people out neither. But the stuff Paul has got away with cussing people out, and now all of this just boiling down. Liddell done cussed out a pastor not once but twice. Ain't nothing happened to her, but you know what she can do? Sick the police on you.
Right.
Torturing her, allegedly still torturing her neighbor who she took the bridge card from and did what she wanted to do.
And it seemed like each week it get a little worse.
Absolutely, it's gonna get worse.
It get a little worse.
It's here. You turn the corner.
Yeah, and they do want people to be scared. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna say this not a fear tactic. I agree with you, Raphael Bird. This is a fear tactic because this is what they've been. This is what this system would do. If they can't scare you, they're gonna kill you next.
No, they're gonna kill you. They ain't
And that's why I'm not saying be scared. I'm saying be smart.
Yeah, facts.
Be smart.
Smart is when you learn and don't keep making the same mistake.
Right.
Right.
Every problem has a solution. Some problems is harder. Arithmetic is way easier than calculus or trigonometry. Needing them sit around them tables down in the mayor's office when they have their meeting with the police chief and all of the city of Flint, or sometimes they go in the back of these churches and go all the way up to the governor, lieutenant governor, as well as the Dana Nessel, attorney general, sitting in the back of the church strategizing their next move.
Yeah.
What happened is, whether people want to listen to me on this platform or not, your vote is no longer needed. Your vote is no longer needed. Can I repeat that? Your vote is no longer needed. Been replaced. That's what I've been saying all along. And now I'm going to say it on y'all platform. I'm saying it on my platform to the top of the mountain. You're no longer needed. So let them die.
Right.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, I can't, because some of the resolutions that they were passing last night, we can't do 72 roofs no more. We can only do 50.
800 some thousand though. You
Out
mean
of 75,000 people that live here, right?
52
homes.
And that's going to help. And they're going to be the ones that, like y'all say, friends, family, and law.
Oh, Judy. Oh, I'll let you say that, Mickey, if you want to.
Oh, when Judy went in the mayor office and she cried because you had to call the people and saying you got your roof dead, the hearing is real, you get to talk to the mayor. They got
when has council people went down to the candy room, where you got the little popcorn down there in his office, when they went down there and made phone calls to residents? When have you ever heard of a council person making phone calls and residents? You've won the lottery. What kind of shit is that? Who called for Jerry? Who called for Tanya? Who called for Dennis? Who called for Jonathan?
And how did they do it? How did they get to pick the people?
Right. They did a Russian roulette wheel or something. They said they well, who's running the game table? Who put the names in?
You really got thugs running the city.
You sure you ain't lying? That right there is the truth.
I ain't nothing. You got thugs running the city, but you reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. I'm gonna say it again. One thing I have is not fear. I don't have fear. I don't have fear. That's why I talk to the mayor, and when I talk to him, I talk to him. Me and him got cussing back and forth just as bad as anything I haven't seen, with the police standing there.
They slam you to the ground.
I have security on. I don't have fear of that. Only fear God. But what I hate is this: when they fool y'all to vote for this foolishness, this mess, and then get in and weaponize themselves against you and got you hating the one that's trying to help you. Ignorant niggas hate Trump. I could see if that was them Republicans doing you like that. I hate him too. These niggas is Democrats.
You better say it.
Y'all wake the hell up. Because I'm ready to sell every thing I got and get the hell about it because it's useless. Maurice been good. But I can't take foolishness now to where they trampling over grown folks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This city is no use to me no more.
I can't hear you no more.
This city is no use to me if they're going to trample over grown folks.
Right.
And that's where we at, Wyntis. But it's a solution. First of all, knowledge is power, not opinion. Let me tell y'all a little secret for your platform. Mm-hmm. Neely them don't give a damn if this mic is on about your emotion.
No.
And that's this rhetoric and talk we do. Mm-hmm. They don't give it. We laugh at it down in the mayor's office.
And that's what I was about to say, because I told him, no, you're not. I told Mickey, didn't I tell you I was going to ask him this today? Sheldon he laughing. He ain't got not 1 inch of fear
you could tell the
in his body right now.
Laugh at it. Candace and them laugh at
laughing.
Yeah.
And y'all really the residents in their wards.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So he take his money and spend us. You gotta remember, land don't belong to you.
Right.
Your home you live in will benefit you. Your well-being of helping with consumers and your livelihood benefits you.
Yeah.
But they do nothing for your sustainability. So they come in and mow grass, they come in and demo, they come in and clean blight, but they ain't doing that damn thing to help you sustain yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So what am I saying? Y'all making a bunch of 6-figure niggas rich.
Facts.
And I'm done. I mean, because it's frustrating. I don't like abuse.
I know.
I don't have an enemy bad enough. I don't want to see nothing happen to Woodside. I could get mad with you because you call you all kind of names, but in 5 minutes later, I'm saying to myself, I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring myself back down.
Well, that's just like when they was ready. They was gonna mess Art up. And Mickey went down there to help him.
But this fight,
yeah,
I'm telling you how it works.
Yeah.
For this platform.
Yeah.
They don't give a damn about you coming to council.
Sure don't.
No.
They just give a damn about passing them resolutions, which they distracted.
Mm-hmm.
Now went to you and Mickey down there every week. How many resolutions have y'all heard even come up and mention the residents where they can benefit. Go. I'll wait on the answer.
Once was a story about a man named Jed.
But they weaponize me because I use knowledge because I'm blessed to help. My whole passion is poor folks.
Right.
I've been that all my life.
It's sad. It's sad and it's heartbreaking because everything you said, I feel you. I know.
People love Maze's draws. They love Maze. They love Maze. Common sense, if you got any damn sense. Look at his war. Because they ain't doing a damn thing. It's vindictive. They ain't do nothing. Just like now, look at Liddell's ward. They put the turf down now over there at the football field.
I went over there. I seen.
You seen the grass?
Look like it's gonna be at NFL.
Have you seen the grass?
They put the grass down
That's what
already.
I'm saying. They got the grass down.
Oh, they had it all marked off.
Gone.
They didn't put the grass down already.
With water sprinkler, built-in water sprinklers inside the grass.
That ain't for us. That ain't for us. That ain't for us. And the people can't see it. They can't see it. Matter of fact, and I don't know if you heard this or not, but I heard that that church that they tore down on Hamilton and Saginaw, which is right across the street from the mayor's church. Right. He Shiloh, you know where the mayor go to church. I heard they putting a grocery store there.
It was supposed to be when we was on council.
Oh, so you heard about that too?
Before the North Flint reinvestment, that was the first store. Oh, that's supposed to have been the main store they was gonna put.
I bet this store still open.
But then they give it to Hutchinson, not to cut you off.
That's correct.
Hutchinson. I remember watching council when they was going.
Shut up, for real. Yeah. So Hutchinson got that.
Got when it was coming down.
And Mays fell out with Hutchinson and they kind of split apart.
Yeah. I've been watching council for a long
time. Because I remember last year Sheldon had said, because we had went around videotaping and we looked through that see-through church. I think that's when we was doing our tours right before 810 Day or something. Then an article came out very shortly at Flint Beat or M Live was one of them, said that we are going to, the city of Flint has an investor now for that site. And then I heard word on the street that, and you know my word is 99.9% accurate, just confirmed by former Councilman Maurice Davis. It's going to be a grocery store put there across the street from the mayor's church. Why they can't, all the millions of dollars they done dumped into Cloud Road, why they ain't pushing for that one to open?
Because it's probably going to be another facility and they do the drive-by plans and site plans. They diminishing the north side. Remember that. They still currently shrinking it. Yeah. Flint do not live. Nobody that goes to these churches live in the community they churches in. They come in. So they ain't helping nobody. So we're in a world of trouble. You have to call an ace an ace. Don't blow. It don't work for me.
Right.
Not gonna blow.
I'm gonna put a little study time on this thing and see what the end result be. I got to get results at the end of the day. People don't know that about me, but I'm real particular about getting where I'm trying to go. This is a 6-figure black folks income city now.
Tell them again.
I think I won't say that again. If you don't have 6 figures, how much Neely them do they make 6?
Yes,
do
sir.
Clyde and them make 6?
Yes, sir.
Do Ed Taylor and them make all of them 6-figure Negroes?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. With Bentleys.
But watch this, the ones that's coming to council, are they 6-figure? So they have no use for them. But when the big shots come, they move different. If Gretchen Whitmire was coming to council, it'd be a whole different thing.
Oh, man.
Oh,
it'd be line dancing.
If Neely won another inauguration down there, it'd be all the big boys out. White and black, blue, green. The poor have no use in the city, and look how you're getting treated.
Yeah.
That's what you see. Now, what happened, it's imperative to have a council that understand, wait, you can't just, like I heard somebody say, well, you should run. No. That ain't for kids, because you're moving old money.
Tell them again.
Tell them again, Maurice. You better tell them again.
You got to have wisdom and already have a relationship with the people with the money. Ridgeway, Tim Herman, and Schultz and all of them. I know them folks. I study repeat over and over. You can't take wisdom. And once I get that done, I don't give a damn if you was a council, because that ain't my cup of tea. I got a good tie to plug. But I hate to see, I'm going to be all right. Because I could be one of them 6-figure Negroes, and I just hate saying stuff like that. But people trust me. They're losing everything. Wyntis, and now the disrespect is here.
Yeah.
Council is only out of each ward to bring up the concerns of that ward. Just like Neely them is right. I'm gonna repeat, Mayor Neely is right with what he do. He bringing up the resolution to move the city forward. And them niggas down there, Lewis and all of them, they want to make sure they do Neely's agenda. You're supposed to do the agenda of the second
other
ward
people
with your
other
internet
people
ass.
other people.
She's supposed to do the agenda of us that put you in that chair. They don't get it. So you amend. They will never.
When they get through sending them amendments upstairs and he get through with his $75,000 that he can spend, he gonna be back to the same budget. I told Jerry that last night.
Every dime the city of Flint spend anywhere in the municipality of the United States is off the taxpayers' back.
Yep.
So what is that saying on fixed income? Your ass out of here.
Out of here, baby. It's not for you.
Your ass is out of here.
Not for
You won't
you.
qualify to be in a homeless shelter.
And that's the damn shame. You
I
gotta
promise
you gotta
It's
qualify to be
people living in
homeless.
cars today.
Yes, sir. You
Yeah.
are. They are.
It's messed up.
It is. It's very messed up.
But I agree with you saying, Maurice. They put in that seats because they know. Listen, Liddell don't stay here. That's why I don't understand. Why did y'all want to take a vacation? A month vacation? What up, Delgin? What's up to everybody that's just tapping in? A month vacation? You mean to tell me Liddell said it after Monday? Oh, y'all not gonna be able to see me. I'm gonna be gone. I'm taking the whole month. What have you done that helped the residents in your second ward?
Nothing.
And I'm gonna
Nothing.
say this for those who voted for that. Y'all dead wrong voting for that and the way the conditions are, the people that's in this. You're dead wrong for a vacation. A month. Ain't nothing done on that council where this city look like it's dead good. You know, how many times did they go have a meeting anyway at council? You need a month off. You helping the ones who don't want to do no work. Leon only come win. When they talking about all this as far as a person record, his record is up there with not Candace. Let me get that right, because she be there. His record is up there with Eva Worthing.
Facts.
Leon only come when he's been summoned. The councilman of the first ward. Unbelievable. And then y'all let Judy get up there and say she wasn't gonna vote nobody. Did anybody say, hey, Judy, your person that you picked for the ENA board gave everybody the middle finger? He showed that he was a kid.
Wow.
She forgot to put that up in there.
Wow.
She forgot to say that. And let's not forget, you forgot. You didn't want to bring Michael Dorn up there, regardless how anybody feel. What's up, Rodney Thomas and
Hey,
Georgia
King
board?
Rodney.
How
Georgia
anybody feel. You could have put Michael Dones up there over the dude you brought over there, but you didn't want him in there because you didn't know which way Michael was gonna go. He wasn't gonna roll with how you wanted to roll or roll with the mayor. But how would we know? If you see the check registry, so many people, and I'm gonna say that's a good thing. What Neely show is really what these ninjas is. Sellouts. Because all of them who defending this man are not saying nothing. They done got paid. All you gotta do is go check the check registry. Go check that check
Even the young
registry.
people talking about the check registry now. I seen a post by this guy named Jay Ewell. I think that's his last name. He said everybody on this check registry list is out there defending the mayor. Some of y'all done sold out for $1,000. And next time I see y'all say something, I'm popping up them pages.
Catherine, all of them.
Yeah.
Wyntis, you know how much nerves you have to say the truth? It's like you snitch. You ain't snitching. That's like if you see something, say something.
Right.
It's criminal, but you ain't got nobody here to actually microscopic deal with the criminals here. So you get scared and you climb up. No. It's like bullies. No, you don't be scared of a bully. But what happened is knowledge, like right now, the main knowledge we have, only thing you have. Miss Biggs had to get on council, but it just put it to where you have votes now, even though ain't nothing coming our way.
Nothing
coming on. Even when Miss Biggs get on there now, what do I mean? Let me explain this to you. Miss Biggs get on there, you have more votes. So what? Okay, you don't vote for the budget, or you vote for the budget. You vote for the fire department. You vote for the police. What the hell is this going to benefit me?
That's right.
Zero.
Right.
So what I'm saying, you got to know how to amend them resolutions. You're going to have to remove all these stipulations with the law department. The law department work for council and the mayor, but currently it only work for who? The mayor. So unless Tanya or Jonathan Jerry, Mr. Pfeiffer and them start dealing with the law department like a council or a maze or I did, I'm the one did ordinance, but I ain't gonna be popular because I don't ask for no opinion. You ask anybody right now that law department and me is best friends, just like me and Davina and all. I get along with all of them.
So I couldn't understand last night, and I'm taking faces off. I'm taking names off. All I see is council, and I just want to say council.
Yeah.
So last night when they said, well, because last night was the first time I heard that they was taking away 20 houses, they only doing 52.
Okay.
Because when they had that, when they called all the people downtown that had won the lottery, they had them in chambers and up there in council chambers, and the mayor was speaking. Not one time did he say, we have to reduce. We ain't going to be able to do everybody that we said. They put it out there like, they was still picking the 72 people. Then, like I said, last night it was only 52 people. Then I asked one council person, I said, y'all found, or they found $25,000 for Job Corps. How come we can't find any extra money for the roofs? I put in the chat last night. I know somebody watching. Why won't somebody, even I don't want to hear we don't have the votes. I know y'all ain't got the votes. But how come a motion wasn't put on the floor? Because the water hit everybody's house. It didn't say, oh, that house looks pretty nice. Let's skip and go to the next house and give them lead. How come it was no motion put on the floor last night when they was talking about replacing the pipes in homes for all people? And the man that stood up there, Maurice, said, all the pipes. Now he over the department, this lead department, we found out we got all the plumbing needs to be replaced in all homes. That's what he said.
Absolutely.
But they're only doing a few.
Right.
Now, let me go. Second part. This really gonna knock you off your boots.
Come on.
They got a grant coming in where they're gonna fix the faucets.
Yes.
Now, some reading material that I got my hands on. Wasn't them concerned pastors supposed to fix them kitchen faucets?
All of that's supposed to been done.
Up under that $100 million they got, right?
Boom.
Shy of $1 billion came
so
up.
What happened?
First, people too busy hating instead of listening.
Instead of listening and reading. Once I start reading,
and that's why when people ask me about replacing pipe, you think they're gonna send that money again? They're gonna want to know what happened to the first set of monies we sent.
Right.
Why
can I pop in?
Hold on.
What up, Trey?
What's up?
Remember the last time I spoke at council before I moved? I walked up there with that chunk of pipe and showed council the corrosion in it. I got a call 2 days later from that same gentleman that was up there last night asking if I had another piece of pipe for him so he could apply for a grant, supposedly to help replace pipes throughout the city. It's taken them over a year and a half to even bring it up at council now, talking with him. But they should have money for a grant to do a lot more houses than what they're saying. Just thought I'd bring that up.
And then didn't somebody say it costs over about $6,500 to $7,000 a house? And my question to you, Madam Chair, to the Speaker, how much is administrative fees inside of your grant or your operation?
800. But what it is, Maurice, Mr. Davis, 850,000 that was supposed to be for 72 homes.
Good Lord.
850,000.
Good Lord. So administrative fees is sustainable for the person with the nonprofit.
But
it's game.
It's game. But then Maurice, you got them on record coming down to the podium. They asked the guy who's over the lead department when they're talking about the paint for 12 homes and the roofs for 52 homes, and he said, well, they took them out and they took the bidders out and we did a walkthrough
in the location of the home.
Right. And then they bid on them. And then Tanya was asking, well, I mean, she was walking them into it. Well, how did you, Tanya and Jonathan, well, how did you select the people? Oh, I like to give everybody something to do. I'm waiting to hear lowest bidder. I ain't heard that yet. And we just pick, we pick the ones
RFP.
that we go through the regular process and then we pick them.
But
I never kept hearing. I didn't hear him say we picked the lowest bidder. All I heard him say is we try to give somebody, everybody something to do, and even the ones that didn't qualify, we trying to see
Can I give you a
what they didn't
figure?
do. Go ahead,
Can I
Mick.
give you a figure? This is what Trevor just put. Replacing all the pipes in the house generally costs between 3,000 and 16,000, but can range from 1,500 to 20,000 or more. Do you see where they're inflating this money? So whoever he giving it to, 850,000 to do plumbing for 52 homes. You mean to tell me?
No, that's roofs for 52 homes.
Roofs. So that said plumbing with me and Trevor. It said replacing all pipes. You talk about indoor plumbing.
Okay.
You mean to tell me 850,000, 52 homes? Shit, what they gonna spend about 3,000, maybe 5,000 to do all roofs, and then the rest of it?
I don't think they was doing 52 homes for the indoor plumbing. I don't think it was that many.
Man,
I know it was 52 roofs.
Wait till y'all see your new tax assessments.
And when coming in July, then he had said 100 homes.
That was for the roofs.
Okay, right.
Okay.
And then he don't listen to me.
I was reading what Trevor put on there.
Okay,
man.
I know, but at first he said 100.
Yep.
Then somebody on council said 200. Then it's like he really didn't have an answer,
and they pushed it through.
I mean, they pushed it through. We didn't even know they had a lead office. So if you got a lead office, because they asked him, council asked him, how long have you been here? What did he say, Mick?
4 years.
4 years.
So that means he's been making money for 4 years.
4 years. Probably a 6-figure.
But you know what? I'm not gonna knock them because they might have just let it pass the council come Monday to kill it. But that's the bad thing about putting it. That's the bad thing about putting it through council.
Right.
Because they did this with that garbage contract.
I was just to get out my head because didn't Mays, he came right over there to us before he went out in the hallway to go downstairs. I think you went with him to smoke a cigarette that night. He said, what? No, he went to go smoke while you went to talk to him. He said, why the hell did they pass that to council when they could have killed that shit right here?
Because if you pass it through, and I'm not knocking nobody, but that come Monday, you're gonna see Leon gonna be there.
To make sure the stuff passed.
Make sure because all Neely gonna look at, I just gotta get one from out of the other 4. But when you pass stuff through council like this, that's why people be frustrated. Like, if these people coming up here and don't have no answers, why is you passing this through? Like, that's the thing. Like, I know it's not passing. Because first you got to get to where he already disrespected y'all keeping the Clio Road Center open.
Mm-hmm.
He disrespected y'all. He disrespected y'all with that 75, going unlimited with 75, keeping that. Because all he got to do is 75 3 times. He'd have his 225 to fund the summer project for them kids. I'm just telling y'all, 75 and 75 is 150. Add another 75. So he don't have to get that put through there. Like, I don't think that's why I be hating when Dennis don't be there. Not saying like, but you still vote for it. I love when Dennis be there because you know what? Ain't nobody said nothing about LaShawn last night campaigning from that podium again. Right. Third ward. What can she do telling the residents, y'all come to me and I could get some stuff done for y'all? How can she get something done without going to the mayor and him having the people do the work? She's not a council. On that case, hell, I could go be an ambassador to some ward then and coming down there, but watch, I don't get nothing did because I'm not cool with the mayor. This is what I'm saying. When don't nobody mention none of that down there, you got people looking at y'all strange. Right?
And Mickey, I couldn't agree with you more. When the first resolution that was on there last night, it talked about the summer youth job program, and it was separated, and it was postponed indefinitely. So I asked Jerry, I said, well, y'all, since y'all gave him the budget from last year and he already got the money, right? And she was like, no, he ain't getting no money for it. So in my mind, my wheels got to spinning. So he's 75,000 in that to death too. Like, I would just love if the questions was just asked, but they do ask the questions and still pass it. So I don't understand why the questions get asked and you still pass the stuff.
Because let me tell y'all something.
And don't say, oh.
I gotta say this though. I'm seriously. they could steal this election. Let me just be real. If they doing this right here, and I get it. I remember you said this earlier about what Miss Biggs can and can't do. Y'all putting all this hope again, and we seeing how they snatch in defeat. Jaws, they be in defeat of Jaws to shock themselves. This administration find a way to pull out of it. Find a way. But I'm just saying, I pray Miss Biggs get in there. But you asking for a system to be fair that ain't never been fair. It's gonna protect what his interest is. His interest is keep getting that money. The water crisis. They not, and I do agree, they not. The North Side, basically, it might be gone in 10 years.
Way
It's
before.
out now.
They asked in the chat last night, and shout out to the A10 chat. They were asking in the chat last night, how come this is going on? Why they not fixing everything? What about the North Side? I said they waiting for us to die a slow death. That's exactly what I typed in there.
I'm over there. Hell, I'm telling you.
It's a food desert. That's all we hear. Now, we want to show you across America right now, because I think the closest grocery store, big brand name grocery store, you know, I ain't talking about Landmark, Mr.
Tell you
B's.
which one we go to go.
Kessel's.
That's the one we
Kroger's
go to.
on Corona Road.
No. We go to Kroger's in Flushing.
Right.
Oh, well, you may be.
On Pearson Road.
But
on Pearson.
Other ones go, it be jam-packed on Corona Road.
Yes.
Now, Trevor Shaw's showing what they feeding us on Corona Road. And this comes from a lady by the name of Sister Santa. Trevor.
Up y'all, I'm at Kroger's and they got they smoked turkey wings with mold on them. See the mold?
Ain't that some shit?
Smoked turkey tails with the mold growing on it. Let me point to it.
Yeah.
Mold. Y'all better watch y'all food. See the mold? Look at this one. Look at all that mold. Used by June 29th. What's today with all that mold all over it? This is on Corona Road. Look at that mold. Look at it.
It's a new day.
I don't know if it's showing too well there, but
yeah, it is.
On my screen,
that
is hairy. That is hairy mold. That is mold that's eaten everything that it can get right there, and it's trying to spore out and find new places to make colonies. So you can actually see right underneath that label, you see that discoloration.
Yeah.
That means that it's denatured and the mold has already broken down everything there into a slurry and taken all the nutrients it can from it.
And this is what they serve in the ghetto, where the poor people are.
The ghetto.
Meaning black, white, brown, whatever. When you in the poor part, this is
because poor ain't just black. You better speak it.
It's everybody.
And this is the stuff that you get.
That's
I'm just telling
where
you.
I was doing my shopping before I left. That Kroger, and yeah, it took me 2-3 years to figure out I don't want anything produce there. I just go there to get like the box stuff, so Chef Boyardee or whatever. And I was going out of town for my meat. I was going to what's on the other side? Burton? No, the other side of the Fourth Ward.
Russian. I mean, I was going to say Russian. Damn. I mean, Flushing. You talking about?
Yeah,
Burton?
Flushing. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
So I was going to the Flushing Walmart to get my produce because no place in Flint or the township had meat that passed my standards. I was still paying the same price, but it wasn't rotten. At least I didn't want to poison my kids.
But they put it out. You know what I'm saying? They put it out. It's so many pieces to this puzzle in my mind right now. I'm going crazy. They put out this molded food for us to eat. And then on the other side of town, we got a grocery store it's going to open soon. And we've been hearing that for 10, 11 damn years.
Millions of dollars. Millions.
Do you know I don't go grocery shop? But I tell you that when you was like, I go down to the Eastern market. So I don't tell like when we go grocery shopping, I do I'll be out because I go to so many different stores. When I get my meat, I go to the farmer's market. Or I go down into the butcher's. When we ride out, you know, I try to do the loud thing and everything else. Like I don't really shop like far as that seedless fruit. I don't get it if it don't got seeds in it. I just now getting really more on my health kick far as watching the food maybe the last 4 years. A lot of stuff that's what I'm be saying. Go to the areas where the money at. You'll see they food. They have different stuff in their stores than what we have in ours. Why you think they banana might cost $5 for one? And you get over here, you get a pack for about $4. There's a reason for that.
Or the other way around, because somebody said, how is Landmarks meat? I haven't seen Landmarks meat, but I know their prices is high as hell. Now, I will say that stuff in the hood cost a whole hell of a lot. Even gas. Just riding through yesterday. Gas was high as hell in the hood. You go out, it's a little cheaper. Why is that?
Man, I'm telling you, just watch it. All you gotta do is watch the man. America, we have the worst. Do you? Sometimes, you know, I go up there, Queen. I ain't gonna lie, I do. I hit a lot. You know, I be trying to watch what I eat. I'm dead serious.
You have to.
I'm dead serious. Like when you see all this stuff that's going on, why you think we got high diabetes in the poor community? Obesity.
Yep. Yes, sir.
High blood pressure. A lot of people be saying, "Oh, you know, it's inherited." No, the reason that shit's inherited because you eating the same way grandmama and them was eating.
Right.
You have to cut that stuff, like the stuff down, like drinking pop. You don't supposed to drink carbohydrated pop. I mean, carbohydrated stuff when you eating food. It's just we got bad food habits,
right?
Eating habits. But this how bad it is in the poor community. You got chips everywhere. You know, they ain't telling you why asthma high up fires and with kids because look at the ingredients that's in these chips and stuff. All the candy. I was looking how in other countries, I was looking at why we got people with acne bad. Look at all the stuff that's in the food. I keep telling people, go get this book called Medical Monopoly. It's going to tell you about how they was putting steroids in the chicken mass production. Like when you, and I'm not trying to be, you know, vulgar or anything, but saying how young females were starting their menses early at 11 and 12 from all the hormones that was in this food. But this is the stuff they put in the poor area. Already we going through, eczema, my bad. We already going through hellish stuff anyway, but they keep dumping more stuff on the poor people.
Do you know, and I like being around Mickey, you can't help but to learn stuff and read stuff, and stuff catches my eye that I normally wouldn't pay attention to. A lot of the foods that we ingest here in the United States is banned in other countries. A lot of the ingredients.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like
everything.
Everything.
Even in Canada. Everything. Everything here is GMO, on and on and on. That's why we have all these health conditions.
Yeah.
The biggest buildings here is hospitals. Everybody got medical conditions. Everybody.
Yeah.
Younger dying and sickly and dropping dead. Doctors, it's all about money. It's all about money. We done turned the corner, ladies and gentlemen.
And what the first thing they do when you go to the hospital, they put you on fasting water.
Yeah.
Why they do that? Why they start fasting you? But you know what your doctor gonna tell you? Eat 3 meals a day. You can eat this. I'll give you a pill for this to hide this, but not knowing this pill gonna destroy this on this organ on this side. But instead of you just sitting back and watching, and you know what I'm saying, just think how we more obesity now than we was back in the day.
Hey Mick, I got something for you.
Come on.
So a lot of us used to grabbing, dinner out of a box like this, right? Little pastaroni in this case. If you take a look on the back of it, so your total carbohydrates per serving as packaged, 14% of your daily value. That's pretty high. It's 39 grams. It has almost 0 dietary fiber. Total sugars, 2 grams, which is actually fairly low for some of this crap. Saturated fat, 4%. And that's not even counting the milk or the butter / margarine you have to throw in it. All right, let's go over to some name brand Velveeta shells and cheese here. total fat 16%, 14% of your total daily saturated fat, your cholesterol 5%, sodium 38% of your daily value,
Sodium, high blood pressure,
carbohydrates 18%. It has it has 13 grams of protein, but 0 vitamin D, 3 milligrams, my bad, of iron, potassium 4%, right? I was actually doing a little bit of research on some food because I got in an argument with a European friend of mine. And she said, "You don't have bread in America." I'm like, "That's bullshit. I got like 3 loaves in my kitchen right now."
right? What are you talking about? We got bread.
According to European health standards, we do not.
Mm.
So because the bread that we consume, all right, go to Walmart today, guys. Go spend like $2, right? You buy a loaf of French bread, just that, cool stuff in the bakery, and then you go buy a regular loaf of bread. That French bread is going to mold so much faster. Why? Because it's still got everything in it. It's still got whole flour. When you go to Walmart and you say you buy a pound of flour for like your cookies, that has been over processed. All the nutrients are out. So it says enriched flour. That means that they had to put stuff back in it. Then they bleached it, so it looks all white and fluffy and all that, so it doesn't rot on the shelf. But none of that is good for you. It is a nutritionless powder that we try making nutritious food with. It doesn't work. When you start from 0, you can't get 1.
But how many servings? RJ Cat saying how many servings though? That's what it got to go.
How many servings in which part?
Yeah, I'm guessing Trevor saying if he cooked the whole shells and y'all eat that.
Yeah, so a lot of people will just have this for dinner, right? Nothing on the side. Your serving size is about 1/3 of a box.
You ever noticed that the McDonald's fries and the hamburgers don't ever mold?
I don't eat that stuff anyway.
Oh yeah,
never mold. You can leave a French fry out for a year and it's still going to be golden.
I mean, hell, you want to run a simple experiment? Go out into your yard, find an ant hill, and just drop little pieces of food around it. See what the ants pick up and what they don't. If the ants leave it alone, so should you.
Mm.
Anyway,
that's a good experiment.
That's something I've been very passionate about. I don't eat too many canned foods. I don't eat, things that come out of these boxes. That's mainly just something my wife likes, right? I eat meat and I eat fresh vegetables.
Right.
That's me. I can't stand this crap dietary nutritional diet because it is just you have a better chance of just eating this cardboard and staying healthy than the crap that's inside of it.
Oh wow. Lumi said, "Oh, nothing, Lumi. They was getting business done. It's just the young lady Savage. I keep forgetting her first name. She her and what's the other guy name too that was with Jason We the People? Josh got arrested and Miss Savage got threw to the ground. I mean, they was doing the work at council, man. Whether we like how they was doing, they was getting work done. We might don't agree with everything, but I don't know people's strategies. I just wouldn't chance it passing certain stuff to council. And then, you know what I'm saying? That's just that's just me. I wouldn't pass it because a lot of that stuff is crazy, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a council person. Like my councilman sitting right across from me, Ben said that you don't know until you get in that seat what you have to do. They're going to keep this city. They're going to keep business rolling. So business got to roll. They can't slow that down. Now, only thing I think where we as people, like people who watching it, just fans of it, as they say, like spectators, we get caught up in because we like the person up there. We be, oh yeah, we fighting for this person. And then when the person don't do something we don't want because you might have been said they were going to do this and they don't do that, but they still got to conduct business. That budget needed to be passed. And wasn't nobody going to play that game. But I get what they were saying. They went to the last year budget and did it, but what can you really do? You know
I don't know.
what I'm saying?
I'm not an accountant. I'm not in the finance department. I have done several budgets before. The only thing that I don't understand about this is that this was the same budget that put us in the red, so we passing it again. That was my only question. Are we going to be deeper in the red next year because we passed the same damn budget that put us in the red this year?
Well, they saved $3 billion.
and he gonna $75,000 that $3 million right back. You know it, and I know it, and all the people know it too.
Well, that's why they banking on August 5th is such a big thing.
But you can't put all your buckets in one, all your apples in one bucket.
But this is what we tend to do.
There you go.
We spend money before we get it.
Right.
Granny G, good morning. And that's just like with this thing that's finna go down with the DDA. 'Cause I'm reading your comment, like how the DDA came up there. It should be that I wouldn't give no money to the DDA.
What did they say? I wasn't there when the DDA came up there.
And he was trying to justify what they was doing. And to me, I didn't get a good explanation. I really was just tired because it's like all y'all want to do is come get bailed out.
Who spoke for the DDA? Shameless?
No, they had some guy. The dude was up there. He came. I put him on camera.
Supposed to bring the meters back, don't they?
No,
Yeah.
the new parking meters are coming soon. We already seen that headline.
They shouldn't go in front of City Hall because we all protested that. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's see what happened.
Well, Mr. LCT, you said that man from the DDA sounded like Mr. Moore. That tell you everything you need to know. But I do believe that that's gonna get passed too. They're gonna end up giving the DDA their money. I do believe that's just like fires the ENA board. They come in there like, you know, the ENA board is downright diabolical. And I hate to say this, but William Harris, you don't need to be on the board. Trishelle don't need. They really just need to dismember it. This break that thing down.
Right.
Dismantle. My bad. I got it right. Words are hard. Working off little to 3 hours of sleep. Because if your mother is getting grant money, if your mother is getting ARPA money, is you gonna go against the mayor?
Nope.
The mayor got everybody out there defending him that he gave $3 to. Can you imagine the people that he gave 1,000 on up, how they got to defend this mayor?
Nope.
And his mother got hundreds of damn near $1 million. You think he gonna say anything against the mayor? Oh, didn't the community too shit? It was in that. I think they're gonna get some money.
Well, speaking of getting money, y'all remember probably a couple weeks ago where I showed them little trees that they planted over there in Hasselbrink Park, and Mayor Sheldon nearly knows the people that I'm talking about. He knows exactly who I'm talking about over there. Same ones that told him when he first got in office, just do a sting over there, or all the cars speeding on DuPont and home.
Okay.
He put a car over there and they gave out 5 tickets in 2 hours in one night.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So they seen him and they said, I'm not gonna put their names out here, but they seen him and they were like, look, you ain't did nothing with this park across the street for the safety of the children.
That's right.
Okay. You got cars driving through the playground to get up to the basketball court. Now, I went over there myself last year and moved the porta potty that they had put out there and pushed it back because the door is opening on the street and little kids got to go. Or if the car jumped the curb, they gone. Okay. You had a neighbor that just moved over there. I think it was on Glen on the corner. Mm-hmm. He went over there himself and cut the damn trees down because the city wouldn't come out and do it. He got tired of picking them up and left them there. The city came out probably a month later and picked up the trees.
Okay.
So when they seen Mayor Neely, you know, they ain't want no more trees because shit, we the ones taking care of the trees. So I'm gonna take care of it. In a couple of days, y'all gonna see I'm gonna take care of it. So then they said, this is what he did. This was his solution to the problem. These little damn trees. We don't need no more trees. We trying to protect the safety of the children. So I said that I repeated that story just like I'm saying it on here today. So a lady by the name of Mona Monroe Eunice, she came on my page yesterday. And she wrote about 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 paragraphs. She said, I'm just going to read blurbs of it. Miss Hall, I just heard that some incorrect information was shared on your podcast in the past week, and it's being repeated by word of mouth in the community, that the June 7th tree planting at Hasselbrink Park was funded and organized by the city of Flint, and that the trees were planted instead of bollards to keep cars off the park. It actually was not, and the city had nothing to do with this tree planting. And I am a part of the organizing team for the Climate Resilient Flint Project, which organized tree planting at Hasselbring Park, partnership with the Friends of Hasselbring Park, led by the park adopter, Miss Bonnie Grass, and across North Flint in partnership with neighborhood groups, the team of AmeriCorps members who lost their jobs due to federal funding cuts. She'll be happy to come on the show and talk about it. And they're feeling the effects of climate change in Flint in the form of increasingly hot days and flooding. Planting trees creates more cooling shade to protect park users, pedestrians, and neighbors on increasingly hot weather days, reduces park flooding, and improves air quality by removing carbon dioxide and pollutants from the air and releasing refreshing oxygen. And to address climate change, we need to stop the consistent drive for companies to produce more unnecessary products through polluting manufacturing practices, and by all of us living more sustainable lives. Root causes. While we're working on these goals, tree planting helps to address local impacts while beautifying neighborhoods, and it's a climate resilient strategy people can relatively easily put into action. She goes on to thank the Cyrus Park Neighborhood Association, the Neighborhood Engagement Hub, Genesee Conservative, you know what I mean, Conservative District, Our Cool Life, Heritage Meadows Neighborhood Association, Flint Park Adopter Group, the Friends of Hasselbring Park. And in addition to the Cool Lot program, there's also another component to climate resilient in Flint, where Dr. Cataliro, a local builder, and I co-taught a course, in partnership with the Made Institute. Let me not forget them. And she going on, and I'm happy to answer any questions about this project. We just want to make Flint safer and supportive with a better quality of life. And I wish the project was not inaccurately and unnecessary politicized. Now, the old Wyntis probably would have went over on there and said a few things, but the new Wyntis, after she came back and she wanted to add that they had lots of volunteers from the Flint and broader community, and including church groups and Kettering and Sierra Club, and someone else came and said that's the way to call out the bull, the BS, and blah blah blah. And people in this damn city are getting so polarized that anything, even the good stuff, is getting politicized. And I said, do you live over there?
That's right.
I suggest you go over there and sit and watch the babies playing in the park and the cars riding through the park.
Man.
And then he says, no, I live on Miller Road, where you can get flattened like a pancake by incoming traffic. I don't think planting trees is somehow doing the devil's work. I said, I never said it was doing the devil's work. Sir, please stop twisting my words. I spoke with the residents in that area. But don't worry, we're going to talk about this tomorrow, which is today. But I'm glad that she said that, because the people read it. And I told her, your mayor told the residents that stay over by the park that he did it. They asked for something else, and he knows who they are. And he told them, we're going to make the park safe. That's where these little trees come from. That's why they got angry. But I appreciate her for letting everybody know, and even letting the voters over there that can vote for him next year, that he lied to them in their damn face.
She gonna get called to the mayor's office.
So I left it up there, and I appreciate it. And then I told the residents that stay over there, I can accurately say that Mayor Sheldon nearly told them so. That's votes that he lost. He lied to them, and I appreciate you, Mona Monroe Eunice, for telling what really took place. His exact words were, I'm going to take care of that in a couple of days. So they were upset to see it was more trees planted after the neighbors had to go down and cut all the trees that were there last year. All the climate control, I get it. But I was complaining about the safety of the kids.
They missed that part.
But she came in my inbox this morning, like she could have did yesterday with all of this. Oh, I'm glad you didn't go off on me. I didn't know all of that. If you can give them my phone. That? Yeah. If you can give them my phone number, then maybe we can work together to see the needs of what they need over there. But see, you wanted to go off on me yesterday, think you was doing something, but all you did was make him look bad.
Truth is hard to come by, Wyntis. Keep telling it.
You see them little cars running through there?
Yeah.
You see them little trees?
It's hard to mow around that mess. Man.
You got to live in these neighborhoods to know what the fuck is going on.
Oh, that person don't live in the first ward, do they?
I don't think that. I ain't never seen her over there. I know who lived directly on Home Avenue. You heard Lottie come down to the podium a couple weeks ago and said, I'm tired of diving on the floor because bullets and that's all we hear all night.
That's all you was hearing? Shit,
but this was the solution for the safety of the children in the park.
Them little guns that chop them trees down.
On a house
with them little trees.
All that money they spent, they will not help you sustain yourself.
They don't want them over there.
They spending it in the grass.
Fresh air so we can breathe, I guess, when we're homeless.
Yeah. Oh, living in the trees.
Thing over there in the apple orchard over there in Civic Park.
And
last week when Liddell and all of them was out there week before last.
They planted trees over there in Civic Park too.
Yeah, and they putting up the gates. They doing apples over there.
I got a question for y'all. You said Made Institute.
Yes.
Was that in there?
Yes.
Is that institute everywhere? But council. I tell you, they everywhere but council. That the president of that is everywhere but council.
Yep.
Knowledge.
Yep. So y'all can all, I left it up there. I didn't take it down. Go on my page. She wrote a whole list.
Chat GBT.
about the trees.
Man, get out of here.
That's what they needed over there, but she's still on the Miller Road side.
No, it was another guy that came on there that said, it's rough over here in Miller Road. We'll get mowed down on Miller Road. I'm talking about Home Avenue where they're really racing at.
Facts.
Because I know if they race 1 minute down Miller Road, somebody gonna be out there the next day.
On that side, they got their own security over there.
What? The DDA, they rides through the neighborhoods out there on Miller Road.
I don't like the A4 anyway.
Then y'all seen anybody in Flint? Y'all seen that little Google car riding up and down y'all street?
Oh, they council person in the A4. Don't
taking
like the
pictures.
People over there.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's Google
can we annex the A4? Can we just annex them off?
Shit, look like they're gonna annex the whole damn city off.
Let's just annex the A4. Get them gone. Now I'm just playing. Shout out to the A4.
Maria said, "Come and get my tree and plant it over there if they need trees." But then when these trees grow up and they don't take care of them, then you stuck again. I don't get it.
All that stuff going on in Texas. You'll see shortly. It's hard when you see the game. The game has been played. It's a money game, and we were not invited to the party, just like the rodeo.
Oh, what is that right there, Trevor? You just put up. I don't get that. What's that?
Oh, Made Institute.
Can you blow it up?
Receiving. Give me a second. Let me play it.
They were on the list several times. I think the highest what Made Institute got was $150,000, and this is the check registry from the city of Flint.
How much is that right there?
It's posted in its entirety, all 90 pages on Flint Politics Reboot. Go in there, and if you're a part of the group, or if not, join today, and you can look at all 90 pages of the check registry.
So this one here, $39,575.83. We go down to the next one, $3,912.94. Go down to the next one, $150,000 flat. Go down to the next one, $6,927.14. Those are all the ones in the check registry.
And he got that while he been on council.
Yeah.
Ain't that a conflict of interest? How you gonna be the president of a nonprofit and you you the first ward of the council seat, the councilman, first ward councilman, and you getting money directly to your business?
What part of money that came out?
I don't know.
Bank 5, I believe, is ARPA. I'm not 100%. That's it.
Bank 5 is ARPA.
So the $150,000 came or was paid out October 25th, 2024.
Wow.
Then he got some in November too. Wow. I know he was on council in November.
Wow.
But, yeah, for those of you who aren't computer savvy, when you open it up, if you just hit Control F, it's not showing on the screen, but it gives you a little drop down. You can type in whatever you want, and it will highlight it like it's done here, like that green.
You can even
That
do it
way.
from your mobile phone
Mhm.
and hit the little magnifying glass, and you can search from there because that's why I've been searching on my mobile phone.
Mhm.
Kim Mitchell got a question. She said, "Do you know what ward McPhail Street is off of Dorton Lapeer? McPhail, Barks, Lapeer.
That's
Isn't that
7th
seventh
Ward.
ward? Seventh ward. Candace Mushot is your
Council lady.
council lady over there." Maria said, "There's no such thing as conflict of interest. It's not."
It sure ain't.
So did you see the little game that the mayor played again this year? This last week.
What are you doing?
So you remember about a month ago, when we talked about it last week when Ridgeway said that I released the funds. They knew the funds was coming out.
Right.
And the people got paid from the families from the Legionella.
Right.
Okay.
That was all gonna get paid, by the way.
Right. And so we that part. And so we came on here and no, after that the mayor said, release the funds. He followed right behind Ridgeway, think, release them. I got saying this too. We're gonna release the funds, release them, blah, 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 blah.
Wow.
So then last week, a couple days ago, a little small article came out that he don't want to pay no more attention to. But it said the city of Flint mayor, they keep calling down to the office downtown. He wants to let people know that the city of Flint, we have no say when they gonna release the funds.
Right.
Call the attorneys. But why did you do that big old press statement saying release the funds if you know you ain't got no control over it? It's all for show.
It's just like the lie they did with Habitat when they came on. I was doing a podcast talking about the 1.5 million. So I told Beverly to call everybody, tell them to go to Habitat in the morning. The money just came in. When you went and called Habitat the next morning, was no funds available because they reallocated the funding. They said for every resident in the city of Flint when it was only allocated for downtown, Carriagetown, and over there in the 7th ward.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the same thing. They know damn well ain't nobody getting the money but the ones that had the plaintiff attorneys. It's about 15, 16 people, and they got real money.
And all of that interest.
Real. No, they ain't. Yeah, and the attorney got 222 million, but ain't nobody saying nothing about the interest.
Right.
I've been talking about that interest way back.
I talked about it too. The attorneys put in on the actual, I got the settlement thing from Levy. Yeah. They put in, they want the interest money too.
Hell yes, they want it.
They want that. And it's just sitting there and sitting there and sitting there. And in that document I read, it said they got to go through the other 28,000 plus claims before they release any more money.
How the hell you pay up one of 18 people when everybody was poisoned? That needs to be revisited.
The same way you fix 52 roofs.
There you go. It need to be fixed. It need to be brought back to somebody's attention. Who could do it? Trump. But the niggas here too hung up on that Democrat Republican mess instead of saying, wait a minute, we didn't get ours, sir. Hey, I'm sorry. We need our income. My family members had died. Their health is compromised. We need you over here to come see what happened because they got real money. It wasn't no $5,500. They got, they got money.
I feel
some
like
in the millions.
I feel like we focusing on the wrong things. We more interested in why they painting the liquor store green and red over there. Fuck that damn liquor store.
They know how to dumb you down with your emotion.
Yeah.
The same niggas telling you Trump. That's just what they're in Trump's face.
Right. Telling you don't get on the train, but they hurried up and hopped on it.
And beat me up like it's a bad thing.
Right.
The billionaire's the one gonna help you. How a broke person gonna help you?
Right.
But people too ignorant. Now guess what? You getting slammed on the concrete. Zero respect. We done. They shrinking your and every time you done mention on that damn list coming out of your taxes, you gonna pay for it. We dumb as hell. And ain't gonna wake up. I'm shaking. You better wake your ass up. It ain't no time to play no more because you won't be here. You got the 6-figure niggas out here doing rodeos and everything else and enjoying life. They got the mayor's ball. They got this. They got the 4th of July top of the world.
No, that's tonight. He got the fireworks down there tonight. You can come for $100, $250, $500, or $1,000. You telling accurate truth.
Wake your ass up. And you can treat it like nothing. You talking about former slave, Juneteenth. Man, kiss me.
We still slave.
Y'all better
hold up. LaShawn Johnson. I don't know if this honest. I'm just alleged. This was LaShawn Larry said. LaShawn Johnson have a cleaning business, has a business in her Cleaning business is her business on her 501c3.
I never heard of that, so we
Man,
definitely gonna
nigga,
put allegedly on that.
allegedly, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All I know is she drive buses. I haven't heard about that. If you got some proof, let
Yeah.
us know so we can put it out
Yeah,
there.
if it is, oh, well, they paying.
'Cause you know they watching us down to the T. We got to make sure we putting the right
everything,
knowledge out there.
What's the name of her business, LaShanya Larry?
Now they dropping cases on everybody that go downtown.
Yeah,
they dropping cases. They gonna
big
get her.
cases.
That lady that they throw on the ground gonna get assault charges against her.
The police lied and said that she kicked the officer. Her feet didn't leave the ground. Her feet didn't leave. She did one of those moves. I don't know. Maybe they thought she was trying to break away.
When they say come and you don't come.
I know.
Beverly work at the damn police department. People, you have to use knowledge, not emotion.
They gonna
laughing at you
because they gonna say, well, she was bigger than him. We had to get her under control. She was trying to break free. I already know what they
was bigger than her.
They got the codes. Now, listen to me. They got the code. They got the universal language code that the police use because they know ain't nothing gonna happen to them. I just watched one on the show when the police pulled a young brother over and tried to steal. He had $4,000 or $5,000 in the dude, and he went through his money, but they caught him. But what about the time they don't catch people? You know what I'm saying? And they act like these officers. We have this all the time with excessive police force, excessive. But this is what happened when you get them friends. You got what about the one police chief down there in Florida when he said we will kill you? Them the attitudes that they got up here. That attitude that police got there, that ain't. It might look like the language might sound familiar from the 50s and 60s, but that's their universal language. When they're gonna say, "Oh, you did this," she was resisting arrest. He was resisting arrest. I was feeling my life was in danger. They're gonna come up with all type of stuff. But like I told y'all yesterday, when they tied in, you're cool with the prosecuting attorney. When you're tied into the judges, to the coroner, when all these people, because you don't be understanding, all these people be tied in. Did you hear when my cousin woman came down and she said she couldn't get the autopsy for her son?
And it's supposed to be available within 6 to 8 weeks. I worked in medical records for 25
years. And she working
years.
on how 3 years she got a sue to get it.
It's crazy.
Said how the mayor played her. This is what happened. And if anybody remember, this is what happened Memorial Day when it was downtown. That's when they wanted to get you ninjas from down there. 3 years. How you think a grieving mother supposed to feel? I never would say nothing about it because that's family. So I don't never want to put their business out there. But 3 years, this is what this mother been grieving about. 3 years. That's what people not understanding. What we like the stuff that's going on.
And then administration don't respect counsel. How you get agendas that? What?
But Wyntis,
what?
Why would you respect counsel when you put then the 3 people on there? Leon can't say nothing to him if they disrespect him because he got put on there. Even though he got the help
on there.
That's true.
By somebody.
That's true.
Everyone, Jared, everybody got put on there by somebody.
But my way of thinking, and I'm not bashing anybody, but this is me thinking. I've heard all of them say, even Judy, say, we're tired of the administration sending resolutions up here at the last minute. But y'all pass it.
Right.
Well, they sent them, but you just send them back to special affairs, in committee. They could send them, but that don't mean you have to move them.
Exactly.
You move them back to a committee, governmental ops.
But they'll come up there and say, well, it has to be done by tomorrow or 2 days, or we'll lose our grant. We'll lose the money.
If we want to work it on the floor, bring me to the department head. We need to ask the questions and see what's going on.
It passes.
You better have whoever we need to talk to here at this podium.
Well, remember, they don't have a DPW director. I don't know how many times Tanya called that out.
Nope.
Neely sent the girl up there. Well, let me not say girl. Let me respect this woman name, this young lady. He sent up there. She couldn't answer no questions, but it still got passed. But I get it.
Go to committee. I'm done with it. I'm done.
No, I did go to committee. Then they sent it to committee or something. Yeah, they sent it to committee because they wanted to read it.
So, Jerry said that one of the young ladies is Ashley. That's her name. Is really good about giving them the information, back in a certain time, so she wasn't worried about that.
Right. They sent an accountant asking the DBW questions. An accountant. That's what
accountant. They did. Yeah. They did.
That's who it was.
And
they
it's
sent
crazy.
an accountant up there.
But we still, it's like, and me and her were just having a civil conversation. It's like things that y'all asked, it gets passed, and then they don't bring you the information. Like, you think he ever gonna come up there and tell them how much he paid for the rodeo last year and how much he paid for the rodeo this year and giving away tickets down there in his administration? He got his budget, and he got $75,000. He gonna have another check registry like that.
What have to happen right now, immediately, get Miss Biggs on that council. It set you up to where at least you got 5 for now.
Mm-hmm.
Get Miss Biggs, and this is 2026 campaign going on right now. Need to know it. He already campaigning to run again.
Right.
He looking good. He growing. His popularity is growing.
Whether you know it or not,
his whole administration is growing. I hate to tell you.
Especially when you calling the people up, hey, you just hit the number, you get a roof. Right. And you get to hear from the mayor. That's he put
him in a place to
campaigning.
The turf over there, you're gonna see the podium in the middle of that football field, how great it is. It ain't gonna show none of them tires.
Right. They're gonna put it the other way.
That's right.
Yeah. They're gonna face it back toward
the house. Yeah, there you go. But the thing of it is, Wyntis, you gotta apply knowledge. Right now, get Biggs in there because we losing. I'm gonna tell you, we ain't winning. Money will trump unless you got people united.
Tell them again.
People power ain't there yet. That's why Jedediah is struggling to fight all these. They put money on top of his head. Quiet him down. Mm-hmm. He can't go to that council where he can get on public record and say what's going on. They know what they're doing. Right. Keep that boy quiet. Don't let him say nothing. Absolutely. We got a campaign in 2020.
Just think about it. When you got the people forget, not to cut you off, Kane. Mm-hmm. The people forget what I said. Now, this ain't nothing Mickey came up with. This is me watching the minister. These old videos that's coming true today. Mm-hmm. Old videos from what the minister Farrakhan been saying. Look at it. Just think about it. You got the judges.
That's right.
When the judges sit up there, I ain't never seen nothing like this because of casket. Now, I wasn't even in the courtroom. And like I said, Judge Clothier, Honorable Judge Clothier, when I met him, I liked him. He was cool. Like I said, he helped my cousin stay out of prison. Plenty of times Jeff came through. But from what I'm going by, what Wyntis was saying, hey, you know how joke it was, and you can't do this and that, and you uphold, and then you say, well, you're not from Flint. When is Jed not a resident? He said he became a resident of Flint.
Temporary
resident. But for the judge to throw that out there, and like I tell y'all, when they say justice is blind, it's a damn lie. She look at who coming in, like she pull this up. Oh, mm-hmm.
And she pulled that little blindfold down a little bit. Ain't it what you said?
Yeah, she pull it up to look and say, oh, okay. That's what I'm saying. This is what is crazy about this whole thing. Just think about it. They was marching Weaver ass, Dr. For respect on her name, Dr. Weaver, former mayor of Flint. They was marching her down the court. It seemed like every time, and if I'm not mistaken, the judge was like, this was a witch hunt.
She said she was investigated by the FBI 5 times.
How many times has this mayor been brought down there? He didn't been caught.
Because he covered by the government.
Yeah, he been caught red-handedly making mistakes. And what happened? Nothing.
He did the same thing as Santos and got away with it.
Yep, lied. Everything. Got a degree from Saginaw. Saginaw Valley State should be ashamed of him.
Every problem got a solution. We need to know who our mayor gonna be for 2026. We need to get Miss Beverly Biggs in there now.
I don't understand why it's not a big push. I don't hear a lot of people screaming.
Because you the minority, not the majority. I stay in reality. I watch. That rodeo should have been a failure, not a success. Everybody and their mama was there.
Boots on the ground.
Boots on the ground, because it's emotion.
Facts.
The mayor came in on the back of a city truck, him and Cynthia.
The blight department, a white one.
As the king.
He came in on the back of a truck.
Yeah, the pickup.
The pickup truck.
The blight department. Yep, said blight department on the side.
Blight department truck.
Yep.
In the parade like deal.
Yep, they were standing in the back riding. They brought him through.
Wyntis. Knowledge is power. Get Biggs in there on the 4th. Get her in there. Set up your 5. And then 2026, whoever gonna run after the August, they better come, whoever it is, if it's somebody we're gonna try to support. Let's find out. And it's on Gil and them side or whoever, we better know. They playing the game just like Neely playing.
They campaign.
I ain't playing it.
He campaigning right now for 26.
Yep,
Did
and
that
is.
rodeo. Why you didn't go? If you listen to the council people, the mayor sent the olive branch for y'all to come down and he's opening dip. Are you crazy as hell? This is how Judy minded. The mayor calling people in your ward. Did it? I forgot the game he played. Played this game for the people. What you think them people gonna do in a person? I love when they go to, oh, this person was crying and it made us all cry up in there. Yeah, y'all was crying in tears because we fooled these poor people again.
Oh, Judy won an Oscar last night,
Oh.
especially when she said, now you remember last week when the chief of fire chief got up there and said, our opioid plan is to go on to pick up the people in the ambulance when they fall out, and we got Narcan. Okay, well, then Judy got up there last night because they knew they had to clean that up. They knew he messed that all up. Right. And she got up there and she said, and I quote, I helped create the opioid plan. I work with people and I worked with the residents. And we brought it to council. When? I didn't hear council say shit. I didn't hear them question her on shit. When did you bring this opioid plan? Where is it? Is it available for us to look at? Because what she's saying and what that fire chief said, we have an opioid plan. I know. I'm dealing with it on my side of town. A resident pulled up in front of my house yesterday that I used to play in the playground with. Just, paraphrasing.
The residents need to show up right now. From now to 2026, all that money came, and we ain't seen a dime.
Not a
pipes
dime.
Ain't fixed. Our roof didn't get fixed. We didn't see a dime, but higher taxes.
Who threw the party though?
But we don't even know.
And this question for you too.
The state took over the pipe replacement. Damn it.
That's right.
Dr. Weaver left us at 90% in 2019.
That's right.
2020, 2021, 22, 23, 24, and half of 2025. And we still asked anybody on council how many pipes we got to go, and they don't know.
But this might answer your question.
What did he say? What Mark
said? There go for you. So
I don't understand why everybody ain't behind Beverly Biggs either. Y'all got to have a serious conversation with that Weaver-Gilchrist side of Flint. They already blew the 1st and 7th ward elections.
This is the real conversation you got to have.
Right.
You got to have a real conversation.
And we've had that conversation on here, and I do believe Maurice was a part of it. Miss Biggs is fighting two factors. She fighting AC and that Gill connection, and then she fighting Neely's side.
Come on, one
she
more.
Got
one more. Keep going. You got one more.
The people.
Go ahead.
The money?
The
people?
One more fraction. You said what side?
The Weaver,
right?
And Gill side. The Neely side.
That's right. And come on, you can do it.
You got to walk her through.
Tanya Burns.
Oh shoot.
Let me explain. Anytime we got a serious fight going on, and I don't come up and just say, look, I'm supporting Wyntis Hall. Dumas is my friend. I got to come clean because I got a following. When I go on my podcast, I got to either say I'm supporting Dumas, Biggs, or LaShawn. I'm supporting Miss Beverly Biggs. Tanya Burns got to say, look, I'm sorry, Dumas is a good friend of mine. We need everybody on deck. We need Mayor Weaver to say, look, me and Dumas, I know Dumas love my draws, but I'll tell you one thing, we need Miss Biggs. That unifies. Just like Weaver might say, I want Audrey Muhammad. With knowing I got the experience, but they rather let the city fail because of their clicks. You got to break the click up and say, wait a minute, we got to pull this thing in. Just like you would want if somebody said, you know what, Dorica Lord ain't running for mayor. So we're going to have to either man up for somebody, either Neely or Mayor Weaver. That's like me saying, well, I'll tell you what, I ain't going to say either one of them all right with me. No, I need to say Mayor Weaver right now.
Right.
I don't give a damn how they went behind my back. I'm going to have to go with Mayor Weaver.
Now, I've said that
grown,
before.
You got to be grown.
All platforms should be putting it out there.
Should be saying
I agree with you on that.
Jon Snow said Biggs. Y'all say Biggs. I say Biggs. Tanya say Biggs. Man, Weaver them say Biggs. We got a good chance. because they're gonna drop that hard money before August the 4th.
You better recognize.
I'm telling you.
When he get down to that 2-week mark, and I told Weaver and them before that 2 weeks, he coming up with something.
Neely ass out. We're gonna have to sing the same song for April or whatever month the election is in 2026. Mm-hmm. We're gonna either say Weaver, we're gonna say the Rico Lord, or whoever else, or y'all saying Neely. That's why we ain't gonna have nothing, because we gotta bring these taxes down. We got to get a lot of work done with a real team of people on the same page.
Right. And we speak nothing but the truth on here. And this ain't no damn campaign for nothing. But I'm going to tell you this, and I know across the nation they watching, but I'm going to ask you a question. Mm-hmm. If Neely was to run right now today, he would win it.
He going to win that shit hand down. I'll tell you another one you better watch out. LaShawn going to win. I know what money do, and I know how the setup is. You ain't playing chess and checkers, you playing Trump, and they're gonna use Trump card. They're gonna use that money card. And you're only 3 votes away. Is you kidding me? Just like Snow said, she's serious.
Now, what happened to when Rose was in there? You had to make sure you spelled out Rosemary Morrow correct. It's got to say her whole name. But now, if you just write an L. That shows intent that you was trying.
You a smart lady, girl. You smart, Wyntis.
Ain't nobody said shit about that.
Y'all running a hell of a podcast.
I keep telling you that. That's why I said this right lady. Here. That's why that thing with Arlington. I'm very disappointed in Arlington. I'm very disappointed in Arlington. But I get it. LaShawn didn't win, but. Now with this loser thing, how they, you know what I'm saying? Because this is nonpartisan. You see how they set these rules up. The establishment they don't want Miss Biggs in. I'm gonna tell you, they'd rather go deal with Mr. 125 himself.
AC Dumas.
But LaShawn, how this is going on should tell you everything you need to know.
And let me say something ignorant because our time is about up. Going to the mayor's election in 2020, I'm finna go with Maurice, the real Maurice.
Come on with it.
It's gonna be dangerous. Y'all crack that door, make a car. I might have to run up out and shit.
Shit, I got it open because I might have to run.
Let me tell you something. Matt Weaver and them gonna have to throw in their Trump hand for Biggs. If you want us to throw in our Trump hand for you, if nobody else run, if Matt Weaver or somebody else of that caliber. Because why? Neely gonna shuffle the damn whole deck before you get out of there, if you know what I'm talking about. He ain't gonna leave no intact administration.
Oh, hell no.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta have somebody that's been there now. But Matt Weaver, hopefully she'll bring back Tim Johnson as the police chief. Oh, I done been there. If you want Negroes to win, poor folks to win, I'm not, unless it be somebody else, like I said, the Rico Lord, or somebody that we know that's gonna know how to. It ain't gonna be no administration. It's gonna be ready for receivership.
Absolutely agree.
He gonna drive this thing right into a brick wall.
Yeah.
The Titanic.
We all losing everything.
Yeah, you're right.
Am I lying?
No, you're not lying.
We have no choice. Don't play with us. You talking? Why would I run for something if I'm playing games? I'm using real names and real scenarios. And Wyntis, you know you verbal enough to say, Maurice, you're lying.
No, you're telling the truth.
Yeah,
we gotta have somebody to sit down and then. And the only one I know then is Weaver. But don't play with us. You're going to drop some of your choices and we line this thing up so we be in a better position. Right now, we got to all unify. Everybody for Biggs.
You got to.
And then 2026, just get ready. If Neely right now, he know he winning.
Yeah. He know he's out front. He's not shaking at all.
Because, see, they didn't already mess the council rules up. You got to, first thing, the day one after you get seated with the president, vice president, come in and make a motion to change the council rules back the way they were.
Because you know what the game plan is, don't you? They're using the same method. Look what Alan said, splitting up the black vote has weakened our political structure.
And they do it every
because
time.
all they telling Neely is you get that 20% of that black vote, we're gonna get you this majority vote over here. See, this game ain't changed. It's just showing you where it's at. And I think we do need to get together. Because the thing is, do not put LaShawn in that seat. Putting LaShawn is to keep the thing going on how it's already going. LaShawn showing you who she with. She with everybody that's against Flint. I ain't gonna say against Flint. She just with the people, the money maker. She's showing y'all that if she get in there, she gonna be a yes vote. LaShawn can't be doing none of this stuff. She's not no ambassador. That's like with Linda Booth. I'm watching all this stuff with Linda Booth. I'm watching certain stuff they put down here. When I tell y'all we got a black boule class, they think because they can go to rodeos, now we can have rodeos. Now we can go have crab boils. We can do this, we can do that. They don't care about the rest of the family.
Right. You're exactly right.
They don't care about the rest. They'd rather.
I'll tell you another one too. See, I ain't messy. Don't shit. You said
I'm looking. I got my ears wide open.
If Weaver don't run and we don't have the Rico mayor, I believe Lila will be a good candidate. That's all I'm gonna say. Because she did the Smith Village project, she know what to do. And she articulate, she's smart enough to get us, because the deck gonna be scrambled. We gotta remember, it ain't gonna be a chance in hell for us to win unless somebody know how to really grab the steering wheel and turn around in a hurry.
She's very knowledgeable. Now I give you that, but I don't think she wants the headache.
She may not.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just saying we gotta have somebody that know how to snatch the wheel, and because we finna wreck.
We don't need no learning on the job. This is not the time to learn on the job.
Too many of that.
Right.
Learning on the job.
Learning as we go.
Y'all platform to help Flint if they listen. Right now, your platform help Flint.
Well, we're gonna help them some more tomorrow.
Well, yeah, I got one question. You think Trump gonna come here, Kane? Because I seen in the chat, like you think Trump will try to come here and sort this thing out.
No, let me explain that to y'all.
And we can end it on that. Go
okay,
ahead.
I got something to say.
Go ahead.
Okay. Flint is a municipality. The way it works is this: you have federal government. Remember when they lied and said that Trump was gonna run the schools or something? Federal can't come in and run a municipality, only the state can. Think what I'm saying. He could come in to the state level and deal with, unless it's direct federal dollars. But what's going on? The government been compromised because Chris Martin them control your governor. And Dana Nelson and all of them. Can't tell me, because if I know what I know, I know what I know, and I'm in circles.
Mm-hmm.
You follow what I'm saying? What I'm saying. But Trump, they're attentive to what's going on. Trump, he know about, when I first had him to fly in Mike Pence to Bishop Airport, he said, "What the hell you mean why they ain't fixed there? We sent $1 billion there, me and Barack, over $1 billion. To get these pipes fixed again, they're gonna have to forensic audit and say, wait, somebody going to jail.
Somebody
is this money?
Right. Right.
It ain't gonna be pretty for nobody. And Trump ain't playing with that doge. Just like that lie they said with the Department of Justice with the Job Corps. Them kids still down there.
Right.
It's all politics.
That's why I said I would never sit on here and ask for the pastor to show up again, because they can't. They compromise.
They compromise.
They can't show up. They only gonna show up for him.
We in our 11th hour, Wyntis. And I'm done for this week with this, but we're in our 11th hour. We got to have bigs. We need bigs. Tanya, you're a nice girl. She's nice as she could be. We need bigs. Snow know we need bigs. We all know we need bigs right now to help the regular people, not in the six-figure club.
Mm-hmm.
We need Miss Biggs.
We need her. Biggs a bust.
And I'll be at Tanya picnic, because she invited us. So
she did.
Yeah, she invited.
I got my daughter got a basketball.
You was late. I'm gonna pop up
tournament that day.
Yeah.
Okay. I will be at the Blues and News.
I'll definitely be there August.
I'm gonna be at the Blues show.
Ain't it August 2nd?
Yes.
That's right.
And 18, we'll have a 10 up there.
Day, whether y'all sure or not, I don't give a
Hey, we gonna have a 10. We gonna make our little 810 section.
It's 810 day. No.
We right with y'all.
We're gonna be there with you.
It's 810 day.
I'm gonna be there with you.
We're gonna be right there.
Whether y'all sure or not, it's still gonna be 810 day.
We're gonna be right there. Now, you know I'm gonna be there.
When have your thing not been packed, Maurice?
Oh, it always be people.
See, he said he tried to play it up.
It's always people. It is.
No. He packed the city and have no violence.
This is home.
Now listen, tomorrow, y'all, I want you all to make sure y'all tune in. We got another Fun Fact Friday with Dustin. Now, this is what I want to leave you all thinking about, and this is my first question.
Hold on. August 2nd, Joe. Yes. August 2nd, Lumi. August 2nd.
And this is my first question for Dustin tomorrow, because Dustin he thinks different.
Yeah.
So Dustin, he's seen where they had the ice raid out there in Flint Township.
Yes.
If you remember, a couple of months ago, Matter of fact, I'll tell you when it was, is when Pastor Gaddis came to town. We went to IHOP, and I seen a lot of Hispanic people staying in those hotels on Miller Road.
Yes.
Okay, follow me now. So Dustin posted when they were doing that ICE raid, he said, well, it looks like some housing will be opening up in Flint soon. A couple hours later, guess what? We are having an open housing application for 4-bedroom housing in the Flint community. Come sign up now. You see, now that leads right back to what you said. We are now the minority.
You are the minority. And I tell you, let me say this, and then with that no kings, that means they don't want Trump. Let me just give y'all some hardcore truth. Hardcore truth.
Give it to them.
The minorities, the Democrats is hiding them over here for the vote. That's why I'm nearly comfortable. That's why all of a sudden y'all getting slammed on the ground. Elderly people know, because your vote is no longer needed.
Bingo.
That's why they taped off at the city hall. Because why? It's shrinking. They would put more chairs if it was growing. In other words, it's just a few little radical black folks and white folks. So we're going to manhandle them and shut them up. No. We residents. United you stand. Two types of power, money or people. We're going to grab the people. But now I have to roll my sleeves up and say, hell, we better go to work. I know what we need to do. Unify. But what happens is this. The ICE is grabbing the folks all over the nation because Trump really did tell you the truth. It's fake news. And they radicalized it to where you could vote 20 days after the election. Why? Because he was cheap. But right now, kneeling them ain't gonna be able to cheat. So they wanted to hide these folks and still hide them. And that's what the protest is. Well, we're gonna make sure they stay here because guess what? They can vote. They can vote. That's why but they're gonna have to respect us again if they get them out of here and give us. That's why they gave them our resources. We can't get home repaired. They getting all of that stuff. Please open your eyes, black folks, and I'm gonna shut up.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
In 2 minutes.
Yep. All right, I'm done. Tomorrow it's gonna get a little deep on y'all, so y'all better get ready.
See you tomorrow, family.
We did not gather here to ask politely. We are here to declare with one voice that injustice has met its match with the people of Flint. This moment is not about one man. It's about every citizen. Black, white, Latino, Asian, Native American, and beyond, who has been ignored, mistreated, and silenced by the very systems that is meant to protect them. It's about every family who has buried their pain in silence. It's about every child growing up in a city where power speaks louder than truth. We are done waiting.